Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video slash podcast is a conversation I had with somebody early morning my time, late evening their time. And it's reference dealing with people. And I'm throwing out quite a few videos on dealing with people because dealing with people, whether it's personal or business, can be a complete and utter pain in the ass. Now, this guy is doing quite well in the close protection world. Started off good, had his ups, had his downs, and now he's doing pretty good for himself. So congratulations. The issue is, he's saying a lot of the people that he was dealing with before seem to be jealous, causing him issues, etc. Acting like little bitches. You know what? That's people. And the more you succeed, you'll get a few people that'll be happy for you, a few people that'll congratulate you and be happy that you're doing well. But the majority of people will not be happy for you. Understand this. Understand that the majority of people will be jealous. And the majority of people will try to sabotage you. Also understand in business, you don't have any friends. You have associates. And that person who you classed as a friend yesterday, in the very near future, could be your biggest hater. The person that's trying to stab you in the back, talk shit about you, sabotage you, etc. It's business. People don't like it when you succeed because they see that you're doing something that they can't. The majority of people. And a lot of people will try to keep you at their level, and this applies especially to personal lives as well. A lot of people will try to keep you at their level and do everything possible for you not to succeed. There's multiple reasons for that if you talk about the psychology of it, whether it's jealousy or they don't want to lose you, etc, etc, etc. Typical BS. The other thing you need to remember is the more experience you get, especially if you're traveling, especially if you're dealing with different people, going to different places. The people who you were dealing with yesterday, today, that have never been anywhere, that have never done anything, that all they do is talk about doing things. And there's a big difference between talking about doing things and actually doing things. Again, they're going to end up being jealous, trying to sabotage, etc. I've got other videos up about this, podcasts up about this. One I done recently, living too much, another one, big fish in a small pond, etc. The more you progress, the harder it's going to be for you to relate to the people that you might have been friends with yesterday, last year, who are still doing what they were doing before. The more you travel, the more experience you get, it's going to be a lot more difficult to relate to the people you knew before that have not progressed. Remember that. Now, when you're dealing with people, and I do this all the time, be selective in what you tell people and how you put things across to people, especially where business is concerned, because you have to pander, you have to tailor what you're saying to your audience. As I said, they're not your friends, they're associates, so they're your audience. So this is where you have to be careful what you're telling some people, because I said in other videos, I've got crazy stories, I know people who've got crazy stories. You know what, the vast majority of people will not believe those stories. It's movie stuff to them. So there's no point in telling them, because they'll just walk away and say you're BSing. Right? Because they cannot relate to your experiences. Because they've never done anything themselves. So this is where, be very careful. Let's be very careful. You have to deal with people. But understand, you have to look at people and look at their mentalities and assess their mentalities. You need to do the threat assessment on the people you're dealing with and the people you're talking to. You have to give your associates, which is your audience, information that they can relate to and understand from their experiences. They'll see, if you're talking too much, they'll see you as bragging, etc, etc. You know what? Your business is your business. If people can't understand it, if people can't relate to it, you don't need them. You don't need them to relate to it. You don't need them to understand it. You need them to work for you, etc., etc. That's it. You need them to provide you services, etc. It's business. And again, I said in other things, if somebody's of no use to you, if they're not providing you with services, if they're not earning you money, then you don't need them. Get rid of them. They're irrelevant, etc. They're just there. And such people you don't need around you. I've said in other videos, minimize your circle, because the smaller the circle you've got, the less headaches it is for you. The less people that know what you're doing, the less people can talk BS about you. And in the close protection investigation business, there seems to be a lot of people with nothing better to do than talk BS about other people. So I hope this short video makes sense. So don't worry about other people. You're going to meet people, they can be your best friend one day, and you might never see them again. Such is life. Or you might work with somebody, you're cool on that job, as soon as you leave that job, they're putting a knife in you, etc. They're putting a knife in your back because they don't want you to be too good, because then you're taking work from them. So understand that. All right, just a little short video, and hopefully a little bit of wisdom. So follow me along on social media. There's more videos coming out on various topics to do with dealing with people, and also close protection, investigations, kidnap and ransom, etc., etc., the usual good stuff. So follow us along on social media. Check out my blogs. Again, a lot of content up there on various aspects of the security business, and I've got an array of books on Amazon. So follow us along, check out the content. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. In the meantime, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and don't worry about other people. Focus on you, focus on progression. Unless people are helping you and supporting you, they're completely irrelevant.